Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Treasure Trove Tarot, also known here on YouTube as Mystic Moon. Welcome to my second channel. So today I am going to be announcing the winners of last week's October giveaway challenge. So those of you that participated in the comments as well as answered the question correctly, I went ahead and wrote down everyone's names. If you guys chose both, you guys are in both drawings or one or the other, but we are going to be giving away a 15-minute reading today as well as a deck of your choice. So anyways, you guys, not only am I going to announce it here, I'll go ahead and put the information in the description box just in case you guys miss it, but I'll also make a post on the community tab. So that way you guys know who won, and I'm going to just have you guys reach out to me at mysticmoonoracles@gmail.com so I can get your information so we can get you going for a reading or a deck. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that participated. It was a really nice turnout. So it's about 25 or 30 of you that actually got it right, okay? So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go into the question that I asked, so just to refresh your guys' memory. So the question was, what costume as a child did I never wear? Was it A, Raggedy Ann, B, Lemon Meringue from Strawberry Shortcake, C, Wonder Woman, or D, E.T.? Well, you guys, if you chose C, Wonder Woman, you got it correct, because as a child, for whatever reason, I never dressed up as Wonder Woman, but I did the other three. So anyways, you guys, that's who got it correct. You guys are in the drawings. We're going to go ahead and choose it right now. So I'm going to do the reading first, okay? So everybody's names, I did old school. This is just the way that I do it. I wrote down everybody's names and I put it in here. So this is going to be for readings only, you guys. So I really just mixed it up a lot in a big bowl, but I couldn't bring the big bowl on camera. So we're just going to kind of go like this, and then I'm going to throw it back in. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go like this. Hey, that actually works better. Woo! Here we go. Let me not drop any. All right, here we go, you guys. All right, there's somebody that's fallen out here. Let me just get him back in here. All right, so I'm actually going to close my eyes, and hopefully nothing falls on the floor. I'll have to look before I pick. Okay, nothing on the floor. All right, you guys, for the free reading, the free 15-minute reading, who's it going to be? Who's the lucky winner? All right, it's going to be this person right here. Chloe Caprice from North Carolina. You're the winner of the reading this week. Woo! So I will go ahead and find your comment in the comments section and let you know there, as well as post this in the description box, as well as on my community tab. So reach out to me, please, at mysticmoonoracles@gmail.com, and I will get your information for the reading and we'll get you set up. All right, you guys, so I'm going to put this to the side so I don't lose that information, and I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the little cauldron here, because probably some of you guys may enter in for next week, so I'll just go ahead and save it. That way I don't have to writing it out every single week. So not as many people that participated for the deck, okay? But that's okay. So let's see. It's more of a chance for you guys to win. All right, who's it going to be for deck of your choice? Woo! Who's it going to be? All right, for a deck of your choice, who's it going to be? All right, let's go with this one that hit over here. We have Teka Eddy from Colorado. Congratulations, you get a deck of your choice. So same thing, I will go ahead and put the information down below, make an announcement, as well as comment on your comment in the comment section. Anyways, you guys, congratulations. Thank you so much. That was so fun getting to just sit down and write everybody's name down and read everybody's comments. I really appreciate it. So anyways, today's topic for now week 2, okay? So week 2's, wow, what I just realized, you guys, before I got started, and I can't redo this because that would be really unfair to the winners. I did not come up with a question. Holy shit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up with something on the fly, and we're going to roll with it. Okay, and then you guys will just make your selection in the comment section. Same thing. If you guys are wanting a deck, you need to be within the United States. But if you guys want a reading, you can be anywhere in the world. So you guys can say both reading or deck, depending on the situation, with obviously your multiple choice guess. And I'll just come up with something on the fly as we read today. So today's topic is Krampus, raise your vibration. So let's take a look and see, how can we raise our vibration? Now, when we talk about raising our vibration, right? What exactly does that mean? I remember this weekend, I was so frustrated. I was pissed off about something, which isn't abnormal, but there's certain times throughout the month where I just cannot let go of certain things that like seriously threatens to ruin my entire night. So the one thing that did help me to shift out of that vibration was Mr. Moon and I sat down and we watched something. It was, something, and it just completely shifted me out of that. And I just was no longer focusing on it, and it just didn't irritate me anymore. I was just totally able to let it go. I can't remember what it was. But anyways, it doesn't matter. So that's really what we're talking about, is really just shift your vibration, which is why I came out with this deck, Shift Your Vibes, a suggestion deck, because this is really cool. It gives you some suggestions of different ways that you can shift your vibe if you're feeling low, or maybe you just want to switch things up in your life. So that's what we're going to look at today. So today's topic is Krampus. How can we shift our vibration or raise our vibration? Let's get some suggestions here. So all these decks here will be listed down below. They're all created by me. All right, let's see what we need to know about raising or shifting our vibe. Ooh, we have call a friend, connect. That's crazy because this is something that I rarely do. Sometimes we can just get so withdrawn, right? Where we just feel so isolated that we don't even reach out. But then when you talk to that friend, you're like, oh my gosh, or just a friend or someone, you're like, wow, I feel really good. We should do this more, right? So that's the thing. If you're like me and you tend to isolate and you just don't really reach out to anybody, why don't you just try something different this week, or just moving forward and connect with somebody? Maybe it's like an old friend, somebody you haven't talked to in a while, or a family member, or even a coworker. Connect in some way. It doesn't have to be by a phone, but just make a connection this week. Do something. Connect with another person this week, because it could literally help in shifting your either awareness or your vibration, or just something. It'll just add something new to your plate this week, something that you didn't have before. And it might even, for some of us, if we're depressed or sad or stressed, it might even preoccupy us. And it's not like we're trying to pretend that our problems don't exist, but sometimes it's just nice not to focus on all the crap, right? So let's get another suggestion here. Ooh, we have theme park thrills. So anyways, when it comes to this particular card, not everybody is into a theme park and not everybody is near a theme park. I actually really can't stand theme parks myself. When I was a kid, I used to love to ride the roller coasters. Now, if I did it, I have vertigo probably for the rest of my life. So it doesn't work. Plus, I hate the crowds and the lines, etc. So anyways, I'm just too old now. So I get it. That might not work for some of you guys. But what I'm getting here with this is that this is about just doing something that gives you a thrill. This doesn't have to be a roller coaster. It could just be doing something that you normally don't do. Let's just say going for a hot air balloon ride, unless you're afraid of heights, or just going somewhere and doing like a zip line, or indoor skydiving, something that's just going to give you a little bit of a thrill. It doesn't have to be totally crazy, but it is something that will get your endorphins going and just cause you to feel like, wow, you can accomplish, you can like get over a fear, even if you have it. That will definitely shift your vibration this week. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else. And we have donate, space clearing. Love that. And I do that a lot too. We're just constantly looking to clear out things I don't need anymore. And it just feels good to be able to either donate it to the Goodwill, or, have the Salvation Army come and pick it up, or maybe even just give it to somebody that I know that needs clothes, or needs books and just different things. The community that I live in has a Facebook group, and they're constantly asking for donations for, so it might not be like of the place, but there could be other people that are in charge of these organizations or know of them that can take your items to donate to the people that are in need. Now we're coming up on the holidays, Christmas time. Usually there's a lot of things that we can do to, just donate to certain charities and organizations or whatever the situation might be. So this just really helps you to feel like, you are making a difference in the world. And that really does help to raise or even shift your vibration. So those are the suggestions that we have for this week. Let's go ahead and get some additional messages here. So this is my Depths of the Sea Oracle. What else can we do to shift our vibes or raise our vibration? We have bubbles, second chances. That's the thing. Sometimes we can be so dead set on, I will never speak to another person again. I will never forgive this person. I will never allow this situation into my life. This is an opportunity, and it doesn't mean that if a person's toxic and you need to protect yourself that you should give someone a second chance, but this is about just like some minor falling out with a person, maybe a misunderstanding. Might be an opportunity to give something a second chance. So let's just say somebody calls, or maybe you are feeling guided to connect or call someone that you haven't spoken to in a long time. This will also help to raise and shift your vibration. It'll bring you out of that stuck energy or that feeling of just non-closure with someone. So we're being asked this week to perhaps maybe rethink a situation that has gone sour, and that will really help for you to clear up some of that energy, not only for you, but for them as well. We have love, relationship goals. This is beautiful. So this is about maybe for those of you that are in existing relationships, but it doesn't have to be just romantic. It can be friendships as well. Put more time and effort and energy into these relationships. Make goals. So Mr. Moon and I, we were just talking about it, how right now it's one of those times where it's the weather is a little too warm still, but it's not warm enough to be able to go in the pool anymore because it's like jumping in a freaking ice pond. So, it's like what we do is seasonal. During the summer, it's all about the pool. And then during the winter, it's all about going out jeeping. So right now it's like, it's still a little too hot, right? So we were just talking about this, and I was basically telling him, what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start planning now, since the next couple of weekends are still a little too warm. I'm going to go ahead and start making plans in different places that we should visit this coming fall and winter, and all the things that we want to do. So that would be a perfect example of setting some goals for things that you want to do, or things that you love to do, or that you really enjoy doing. This could just be with yourself as well. It doesn't even have to include other people. This is a relationship to the self, doing more things that you absolutely enjoy doing. Doing things that you really love to do. Set some time and set some goals so you can start doing these things. What else? Okay, so we have triggerfish issues and fears. Kind of got this with the thrills here. If there are any kind of fears or issues that you have, it's about really maybe kind of coming up with some sort of goals or plans to attack these things, to really clear it, to really no longer be held back from your fears any longer. I always had fears, you guys, of the ocean. I did. And then when Mr. Moon and I came together in 2010, he was a certified scuba diver. And not that I got certified or anything, but there was a lot of things that I did. Like I went snorkeling. I actually looked into a lake snorkeling. Like that was a really huge fear for me, like what I would see. It was a whole freaking amazing different world there. I was of course afraid that if I swam in any other water besides Hawaii, which I did go to Hawaii and I did snorkel there, but the water was warm for one, and it was like crystal clear, like you could see things. I wasn't as scared. But the Pacific Ocean in California, we went to La Jolla, and I swear, as soon as I put my head in that water and I saw the seagrass in front of me, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. But I breathed through it and just went into the experience. And we saw all kinds of things. We saw seals, stingrays. There was a great white shark swimming out there somewhere, which Mr. Min purposely didn't tell me about because he knew I probably wouldn't have gone in that water. But we just had a great time, and I just let my guard down. So that's just an example of things that you can think of that maybe you just have some sort of issue or just kind of anxiety about. Maybe start thinking about addressing some of those things and seeing how you're holding yourself back in life because of these fears. It's like life is too short. Let's do something. Let's create that shift. Let's come out of that box. Let's start living our lives. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and go into my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle and see what else we need to know. Wow, we have cloud shapes. This is one of my favorite things to do. I know I'm talking about a lot of myself for some reason right now. I don't know why, but a lot of these things are just resonating for me specifically in this reading today. I love to look up at the clouds. There's a lot of clouds here. I mean, I'm sure there's clouds everywhere. There's a lot of clouds here in Arizona, but not like gloomy clouds, like really puffy clouds. And when I look up and I see, just like so many different things. Mr. Moon and I were driving from somewhere. I can't remember where it was. And I looked up in the sky and I saw like this dragon dog. I don't know what the hell that is because it's not really, I guess, real, but it was like this combination dragon dog and it was freaking amazing. But I saw it and it just was really, really cool. So sometimes just looking up into the clouds and letting your imagination just take you and just see certain things form. It's pretty damn cool. So that also is a nice little shifter. Get your creative juices flowing. We have horns, dominance. Yeah, I feel like there's something where we got to take something by the horns maybe not just this week. This isn't really just for the week. This is for all time, like timeless. But yes, taking control, being dominant over our fears this week, you guys. This definitely something needs to be addressed. Something needs to be handled. And it's going to help us to just be that much more confident moving forward if we address these fears that we have. This could, of course, be tied up with that second chance. Like, let's just say there's somebody that you really want to connect with, but there's all like this unspoken stuff or, all these problems and everything. Sometimes when we just do something, we take a risk and a chance, we feel so much better that we did something, right? All right, let's see what else. And we have the 555 wisdom wake up call. So time to move in a new direction. So fives represent change. Fives represent that it's time to move forward into a new direction. We're getting like this wake up call that, you know what? We have this one life to live right now. So let's make the best of it. Let's stop allowing these struggles and these challenges to just continuously dictate to us our entire lives. Let's take back control. Let's take life by the horns and start making things happen. That's literally what we're getting, you guys. All right, so we're going to shift into the question that I have. So I'm going to make one up right now. It's going to be in regards to Halloween candy. That sounds like a good one to me. So we're going to do, what is my favorite Halloween candy growing up, my daughter, she would go trick-or-treating. Okay, that's a lie. I went trick-or-treating with her. But, and later on when I no longer did that with her, she would come home and she would dump out her pillowcase full of candy. So when I saw this particular candy, I set it to the side. It was my favorite. I was all about it. So this is what we're going to say. So was it Payday? All right. So Payday, I think they're peanutty or whatever bars. Or was it Reese's Pieces? Okay. Was it Reese's Pieces? Those little packs. All right. Or was it Snickers? Okay. Or was it Milky Way? So that's what we got, you guys. So A, payday, B, Reese's Pieces, C, Snickers, or D, Milky Way. Which one would I just go nuts over when my daughter would bring it home from trick-or-treating? So make sure that you put your letter in the comment section along with your name, and or maybe not your name, but you can if you want to, but the state that you live in or the country. So remember, you guys, if you're going for a deck, you have to be within the United States. But if you're going for a reading, you can be anywhere in the world. You can also say both as well. And what I will do is I will draw the winners for next week's reading on week 3. So anyways, you guys, we're just going to close up this reading with some affirmations and we'll take it from there. All right, what are our affirmations for the week? We're going to go into my Divine Feminine Healing cards. Affirmations for this week for raising our vibration. There we go. Okay, so we have universe. I trust in the laws of karma to balance out any scales of injustices. And that's a really beautiful one, a really beautiful reminder, because so many times we want to be in control of someone's karma. I guess I'm speaking from personal experience, like that pile really needs to get theirs, or how dare this person do this? It's just so evil. It's so wrong. It's not fair. Life isn't fair. Not everybody gets what they deserve. But I have to believe that on some level, in some way, maybe in ways that I don't necessarily see just, or ways that I won't ever see or know, I have to just trust in the laws of karma when it comes to the universe, and know that anything that someone needs to learn or anything that people need to recognize, they're going to learn on their own in their own way. And so when I just kind of pull away and let go of my need to be the karma police, I really save myself a lot of grief, because there's nothing worse than being hung up and waiting for somebody to get theirs, right? I mean, it's kind of nice to know that, but waiting for it, man, you're wasting precious time on your own, especially if somebody's hurt you. It's like they've hurt you, they've done you dirty, they've done you wrong, and you're still connected to them, and they're still ruining your life, right? So the best thing that we could possibly do is just live our best life and tell this person to kiss your ass and move on. All right, let's see what else. We have sensuality. I love this. I do not deprive myself of enjoyment in this life. So you came here to experience life to the fullest, and we can't really do that when we're hanging on to bitterness, or we're hanging on to rage because we're pissed off about the world, the way the world's going, the way that this person's doing this, or this person said this or that. So, and that was a part of my shift, I think, when I was talking about this weekend, when Mr. Moon and I watched that movie and I shifted out of that mood. It was like, oh my God, like I just felt like I wanted to give someone a piece of my mind. I'm just like, what is the frickin' point? Forget it. I'm just done giving this power. And I just pulled away and just totally ignored the situation. So it felt beautiful. It felt really good. And I enjoyed the rest of my night. And that was important. Didn't let it ruin my night. Okay, and we have enlightenment. I understand why I chose to learn this way. And I think that that's a really nice reminder too, because sometimes some of us sign up for either contracts, or we sign up for certain challenges in this life that are really going to help us to grow and ascend very dramatically. And sometimes those dramatic experiences can be quite painful. And but we should never forget, not that we wanted to be hurt, or that we wanted to be abused, or that we're creating these situations, because that's kind of horseshit too, but we wanted to learn in a certain way. And so sometimes learning a certain lesson, it comes under the category of certain things that might be unpleasant. Okay. So I just feel that if some of you guys have experienced a lot of challenges and a lot of hardships, maybe in relationships and things like that, you're here to learn something about yourself. So try to focus on the silver lining of the lesson rather than focusing on your feelings about it, and really try to figure out how you can transmute those feelings and those energies and really see the light bulb in the situation, and have that aha moment and understand, wow, there's more to life than just this suffering. There's more to life than just being pissed off about everything that we really can't change. You can't change people, but you can change yourself. And those changes and shifts that you make within yourself do make a difference because it's infectious energy. But see, rage and just ill intent and all those things are also, they're also very infectious to other people. So you have a bunch of different types of people running around. Some people are spewing hate. Some people are spewing, empowerment. Some people are spewing love and light. Whatever works for you. People are going to naturally attach themselves to maybe where they're at. And so if you don't like where you're at, it's time to make these shifts so that way you can experience more enjoyment in this life for yourself, and you can understand why you've gone through things. And instead of allowing your experiences to define you, you're allowing your experiences to complement you. I love that. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you today. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will go ahead and do the weekly forecast, just a general reading for this week for you guys here on this channel. And just don't forget to participate in this if you guys are interested. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.